What's up, everybody? Welcome back to One More Guitar. Thank you for checking out the channel. Remember to hit the like button, and if it's your first time, please hit the subscribe button to get notified when I put out new videos. So speaking of One More Guitar, I noticed over the weekend that the Squier Paranormal Series was available for pre-order. Guitar Center leaked this a while back, and I kind of glanced over it when that happened, but I didn't really pay that much attention to it. I noticed the Cyclone and the Toronado. Both of those kind of piqued my interest, but I didn't really dig into it very much. So now that they're actually becoming available, I think I'm going to take a closer look and see if there's anything I'm interested in. So let's check it out and see what's available. Alright, I'm just going to look at all of these. Let's start with the Supersonic. Looks like this one's $349.99. Oh man, that is sharp. Look at that. 2 humbuckers. Reverse body. I bet that thing is going to be a beast. Man, that's a sharp looking guitar. Also has a reverse headstock. The description says these are atomic humbuckers. I bet this is going to be a fun little guitar. I like that pick guard too. This looks good. Let's check out the graphite metallic. I think it looks pretty good. I think I like the blue better though. Alright, looks like it's got a D-shaped neck. And a 24-inch scale length. It's kind of short. We've got a master volume, master tone, the 3-way switch with the atomic humbuckers. It's got a tremolo system. It's got a maple neck. I'm on Guitar Center's site and they list the body wood as solid wood. So I'll have to look up with body wood somewhere else. I'm pretty sure Sweetwater has it. They did, and it's poplar. So this looks pretty cool. I'm pretty interested in this. I don't really like the reversed headstock, but I think that's a cool one. Alright, let's see what else we got. Alright, next it looks like we've got the offset Telecaster. Looks like this one runs $399.99, so it's a little more expensive than the Supersonic. This is basically just a Telecaster with the Jazzmaster body, which is cool. I really like the finish on this one. I wonder if that's a veneer. That's really nice. I don't know, it looks good. This one I'm not quite as interested in because, like I said, I feel like it's just a Telecaster with a different body shape. And that's cool, but there's a lot of stuff in this series that does unique things that you won't find anywhere else. So, not too interested in this one, though I do think it looks good. I really like surf green. If I was going to get it, I'd go for surf green, I think. Although I really do like the finish on that other one. And if it's not a veneer, that's really nice. Alright, spec list is not quite as long on this one. Let's check it out. It has a Slim C maple neck, and it has vintage tuners and your standard Telecaster electronics. Again, Guitar Center doesn't mention what type of body wood it's made out of, so let me look that up real quick. Looks like that is Okumi. Never heard of that before. I'm not sure what that is. Alright, let's move on to the next one. This one looks really cool to me. I'm pretty excited about this one. This is the Cyclone. Looks like it's about $3.99 too. I think most of them are $3.99. This one's got the best colors for sure. You've got the shell pink, which I think looks really good. I know that's a really popular color right now, but man, I've been wanting a guitar with that color. It just looks good. I think it really looks good with that pick guard too. But then it's also got this Daphne blue. And one of my buddies has a Stratocaster that's Daphne blue, and that thing is gorgeous. So I'm sure this is going to look really good, again with that pick guard. I think this guitar looks awesome. Got the slanted pickups there. Got the Jaguar switches. So let's see, we've got a slim C neck. It's an Indian Laurel fretboard. I got a tremolo system, master volume, master tone. The switches for each individual pickup. It's got tall, narrow frets, and I looked up the body material. It's poplar. So yeah, I think this is a really cool looking guitar. I don't really have a need for another Strat configured guitar at the moment, but that's really tempting. That's cool. Alright, let's see what else we've got. Next up is the Cabronita Thinline Telecaster. And what they did here is they replaced the Filtertron pickups with Jazzmaster pickups, which I think is a pretty cool idea. Looks like this one's $3.99 too. I really like this Fiesta Red. I'm usually not a Fiesta Red fan, but for some reason with that cream pick guard in those pickups, it looks really good. Looks kind of classic or something. I think that's pretty sharp. I definitely like that. I don't have a Thinline Telly, so maybe this is something to consider. The other color option they have is this Olympic White. And I think it looks pretty good, but I don't think it looks nearly as cool as that Fiesta Red. I'd say on another situation I'd probably pick Olympic White, but on here I would pick the Fiesta Red. Alright, so let's look at the specs on here. Again, I looked it up. It's a poplar body. You've got another slim C neck, Indian Laurel fretboard, one master, one volume. I think a lot of these specs are going to be the same across this series. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. All right, what else? Next up, we have the Toronado, and this is another awesome looking guitar. And this series has been pretty cool so far. I'll be interested to see what these guitars are really like in person. All right, so what we've got here is a body style that's kind of a mix between a Jazzmaster and a Jaguar. They also put the atomic humbuckers in this one too. So again, I bet this will be a pretty fun one to play. So what's kind of cool about this one is that you've got two humbuckers, and then you've got two volume and two tone controls. And that should sound pretty familiar to you, like a Les Paul or an SG. So you've got that configuration on the Fender with this guitar, and I think that's pretty cool. I think a lot of people are going to like that. If I didn't have 5 guitars with this configuration, I might want it. So it comes in black, and it comes in this Lake Placid blue. And I think between the two, I'd probably go with the Lake Placid blue. Black guitars show a lot of fingerprints and stuff, and it's not typically my thing. So I think this looks really good, but I think they both look really good, to be honest, so I don't think you're going to go wrong either way. Alright, let's check out some of the specs. So again, you have a C-shaped maple neck. You've got the Indian Laurel fretboard. I mentioned you've got the 2 atomic humbuckers, 2 volume controls, 2 tone controls, and a 3-way switch. The scale length is 24.75 inches. And I've noticed on all of these that the scale length has been kind of short, so that's kind of interesting. But it's a hard-tailed bridge too, which I think is pretty cool. Alright, let's move on. Next up, we got the 54 Jazz bass. So this is a pretty funny concept. The Precision bass came out in 54, so what they've done is taken a P bass and put jazz pickups in it. And I bet that's pretty cool. And they've also got the 50s colors here. You've got your white blonde and the butterscotch blonde. And if I was going to pick between the two, I'd go with white blonde. Something about butterscotch blonde I just never cared for. I don't know if it's just so many guitars are that color or what, but I don't do butterscotch blonde. So if it was me, I would go with the white blonde. Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. I like that pick guard on it. I bought the Classic Vibe Jazz bass a while back, and it was pretty heavy, so I'm curious how heavy these guitars are. And not just this bass, but I mean the whole series. Because my Classic Vibe Telecaster was pretty heavy too, so I'll be curious to see what the weight is on these guitars. I wish they would list that. Alright, let's look at the specs. We've got a C-shaped neck again. This body material is poplar with an ash top and back, so I'm going to assume that's a veneer to give you the grain under those two finishes, which that's okay. Got a maple fingerboard, tall narrow frets, a synthetic bone nut. It says a stacked volume and a stacked tone control. So I definitely think the idea of making a 54 P bass with jazz pickups in it is really cool. I don't really have a need for a bass right now, so I'm probably not going to pick one of these up, but I think this is a cool one. Okay, we've got one more to check out here. What do we have? We have the Cabronita Baritone Telecaster. A Baritone Telecaster. That sounds pretty interesting, actually. It's $3.99 with P90 pickups. Now that is interesting. That's actually pretty cool. I don't have a baritone guitar. I've always kind of wanted one, but never really picked one up. Huh. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. P90s. Is that a cream pick guard or is that straight white? I can't tell. If it's cream, that might look really good. This is the only color option though, is black. Not a huge fan of black guitars, as I mentioned earlier. But that is still pretty cool. Well, let's see what kind of specs we have. Slim C neck. It's maple, poplar body, Indian laurel fretboard, synthetic bone nut. Typical. We've got the soap bar P90 pickups with the master volume, master tone, a 3-way toggle switch, and a 27-inch scale length. Man, that's really cool. P90s on a baritone guitar for $400. That seems pretty unique, and I don't have a baritone guitar. I've shopped baritone guitars a little bit, but I've never really found anything that I wanted. This is really tempting. I don't have one. Screw it. I'm doing it. No coverage. I like to live dangerously. I don't know, guys. Do I really need another guitar? Yes. Alright, that's the Squier Paranormal Series. I think you can tell that I like the baritone because I got one. So I'm excited about that. We'll see the unboxing when that comes up. I really think the Cyclone looked really cool. I really like the Supersonic, and the Toronado was pretty cool too. I think the whole series is really good. If you have one that you're planning on getting or some that you really like, let me know in the comments. I'm curious what everybody thinks about these. Until next time, take it easy and keep playing.